That's all I wanted to do.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm back.
Yes.
King is back.
Yes. Okay, so guys, thank you for joining us. This is our 5th Rhinos and Aliens Impressions, and today we are here to talk to you guys about what we promised, a Justice League review-ish. Something. We wanted to get our opinions out there. We wanted more people to come, but for many reasons, this has been a crazy week, so we're getting it done. Okay, so before we start off, I do want to point out that me and Jordan have been a fan of the previous 4 DC cinematic films. So, however you guys feel about that should determine how you take this review.
That makes sense.
Right?
That's correct.
Where would you place this, bro? So, I want to do like a non-spoilers, and then like the second half we'll get into more serious stuff.
Out of the 4, how much is
now
there in
5
total? 5, yeah, right. So out of the 5, where would I put it? Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
Because as we're gonna get into, it's a very up and down film. So
I feel like I'm missing a film here. Give me a second.
okay, so Man of Steel,
Yeah, got
Batman
that one.
vs Superman,
Got it.
Suicide Squad,
Got it.
Wonder Woman,
Got it. Okay.
and now
Okay.
Justice League. Personally, I'm one of the people who absolutely love Batman vs Superman.
I would probably be at the bottom of the list. 4 or 5.
Yeah, the only film that it might be better than is Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, so okay.
What's number 1 on your list, real quick? Batman vs Superman.
Yeah,
Okay, mine's Man of Steel.
but that's my second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I think Wonder Woman's technically overrated.
Yeah. No. Trust me. It goes, to me, Wonder Woman was my halfway point. It's number 3.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Okay, so there's nothing I want to say that I loved, and nothing I can say I truly hated. I feel like everything had up and downs. Like the acting, I think Ezra Miller playing the Flash was amazing, and Gal Gadot, like always, she was Wonder Woman. But there was also scenes where Ben Affleck, in my opinion, he didn't feel like he was in it.
Okay.
I just thought he was too inconsistent. I didn't feel the same passion from Batman vs Superman. Aquaman was pretty. Jason Momoa, he was pretty dope.
Nope, I like that.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite character.
No, I agree. Because your problem with the Flash was just the fact that
They made him just. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. He was way too clumsy for me.
yeah,
Like it felt like he was just getting his powers. You know what I'm saying? Like he was still learning about them.
this felt like the origin story. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you're always learning about stuff, but it's just like it felt like legitimately he had his power for 5 minutes, and
Yeah, because he tripped how many times? 3 or 4 times?
yeah, like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, so how do you,
Spoiler alert! I'm sorry.
how did you feel about the villain?
I liked him. I actually did like him.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
why?
Because he's overpowered. Well, he was overpowered until he got whooped on, but
Now, just to make clear, this is the guy from Superman the Animated Show who was the midget, right?
oh man, you're asking me to go too far back in my memory. Maybe.
Because
have to Google this.
Because you remember in the show, it was Darkseid. It was the short, fat woman whose mother, and then there's that ugly beast-looking dude. Wasn't that Steppenwolf?
I don't remember this at all.
Okay.
I have to Google this.
Okay, so man. Okay, so basically from top down, the direction, the writing, the acting, the plot, narrative, I believe everything, there's high peaks and low points.
Okay.
And depending if you're a DC fan or not, I think is going to really sway the...
How do you see the movie?
Yes, and if you're into more comedic aspects or if you're into the darker tones. And my biggest problem with the film was that it just felt... bro, it just felt like it didn't know what it was looking for, you know, because there was scenes that were extremely comedic and felt Marvel-ish, and then there was other scenes where people are getting choked out and killed. It was like, oh, this is what we've come accustomed for the DC films. So, yeah.
Find this picture you're talking about, bro.
Okay, so from here on out, it's gonna be spoilers. We're gonna get straight into what we did and didn't like, and if you agree or want to say anything, just let us know. But
No, but don't agree with. I mean, don't disagree with me. Don't agree with me either.
Okay, so bro,
Okay.
do you want to go this from a narrative perspective, or just go like list your cons and then we'll go into the positives?
Okay, way too technical. I'm gonna tell you what I like and what I didn't like.
Okay, so. Well, let's get the negative off, and then back half positive.
Start with the negatives.
Yes.
What didn't you like about it, Francis?
Okay. My biggest thing is, as a Justice League film, I never felt, take away the characters, I never felt like there's a moment where only the Justice League can do, like, I never was like wowed, if that makes sense.
No, it makes 100% sense.
Where when I was watching Batman vs Superman, there's a lot of moments where I felt in it, and I was like, wow, I've never experienced this in a sense. Or even Superman, like the scene with Superman and
All of them?
No, I'm talking about Man of Steel, my bad.
Okay.
You know, like
Okay.
the ending where that massive fight scene, we still haven't seen a superhero film with a fight scene that's epic.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking
With
about.
Zod,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing is just that it felt like it was just there to get the plot moving and switch the direction of how people feel about.
This is exactly how it felt. I never thought about it like that. But yeah, there's like no big hurrah or none of that. It's just a buffer, it feels like.
No, exactly. Yeah, almost in many ways. You know how like Age of Ultron felt?
Yes.
How it was just like, it was just that filler spot to go from point A to point B. That's what this film sadly feels like. And my second thing is the tones. I can't say I know exactly where the reshoots were, but just like Suicide Squad, it felt like there's two different directions in.
I don't know.
How'd you feel, bro?
Yeah, that's how I felt. I mean, it was an alright movie, but it's just certain parts really liked, certain parts not so much. Like,
Okay.
it's just like, why were they like? You just see it and you're just like, well, Batman would never do that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, eh.
Okay, if you don't mind, get like a little specific with certain things. Like, give examples.
What do you mean?
Like, specifically, what did you dislike?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Specifically?
Yeah. Because I will say there are certain Batman scenes that I feel like if Batman vs Superman didn't get a bad press, they would have never even been in this film. You know? Because as we were talking about yesterday when we saw the film, Batman is funny because he's serious when he says something, and it's just funny. It's not like he's actually cracking a joke to try to get a laugh.
Yeah, we just find it funny.
Yes. And there's too many scenes where you could tell a joke was placed in for the laugh rather than it just being part of the dialogue, and we find it funny.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
How did you feel about the length? Because I felt like some scenes felt a little rushed.
I felt like it could have used a little more.
Yeah.
It did felt very quick.
Yeah.
It could have used like maybe, how long was it? It was under 2 hours, right?
Yes.
It could have used another half hour, in all honesty.
Yeah, of all the films to get of any film that should have been longer, this was the film, because I felt there was certain, like the first hour, it felt like it was very choppy how it was going. You remember how it started off like it was going from Wonder Woman to Aquaman?
Yes.
It felt very cut and paste, and it didn't feel as smooth. And it's hard for me to believe that a Zack Snyder film would be less than 2 hours in the original concept, you know? So I feel like something in the first hour, many things in the first hour were cut out of the film,
which sucks.
Yeah,
because I'm one of those people where more information is always better.
Especially for a film that has this big of a cast and you're introducing 3 new people.
Yes, exactly. And first of all, right, Cyborg, loved him. I loved him. His voice could use some work. But the character in general, I think, was done really well.
I completely agree. That's perfect.
And
his look too. Like the actor.
Yeah, exactly. He looked like a cyborg, so I'm 100% okay with it. Aquaman, Jason Momoa, 100% okay with that. I loved his character. Ezra Miller, I like him as the Flash. I just don't like how he. I don't want to say how he portrayed him because they kind of tell him how to act. So I don't
like how they wanted him to be portrayed.
Yes,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, how they, as in whoever was doing the movie, wanted the Flash to look. Yeah, I didn't like that, but I mean, I think he makes a good Flash.
Oh yeah, his dialogue. I mean, not his delivery, his acting. Mm-hmm. It's just they made him too. The Flash was never goofy,
Yeah, that's actually the perfect thing to say. Is he was way too goofy. Like it was weird. It was weird. And I feel like they made him seem not as smart as he usually is. Because the Flash is actually a smart person. I feel like not that he was dumb, but I feel like they just gave him not the best intelligence in this movie. Not the worst. He's just I don't know.
Especially because they emphasized he's a smart man. He's working all these jobs. He wants to go in criminal justice, And
then there's some parts where you just feel like he doesn't know what's going on. And he should because he's smart. If I know what's going on, you should know what's going on, right?
Are you talking about specifically the one scene where Aquaman is telling the truth? And
no, I'm not talking about that, but that was a fucking funny scene.
Yo, one of the best scenes is Aquaman goes around, because this is right before they're doing the big fight scene at the end of the film, and he's going around saying the Flash is always tripping on himself. Batman is... What did he say about Batman?
I don't remember.
And then he says something about Cyborg where he can't even control himself, and then he leads to Wonder Woman, and he's just gushing about Wonder Woman, and everything he said was the truth.
Yeah.
Just the truth. But yeah, bro, it's just...
The one thing I will say, though, is I did like the action scenes in the movie. I'm not going to lie. Like the fighting scenes, like when Steppenwolf was fighting the Amazonians and stuff like that.
I actually wanted to talk to you about this. Everything fighting-wise that had a problem with Wonder Woman in her film, they completely fixed in this film. Because how there was certain shots that looked a little... iffy, like the major fight scene at the end, you could tell the entire fight scene was CGI.
Yeah.
Where in this film, when you're looking at Wonder Woman, I personally was never able to tell if it was Gal Gadot or CGI. So I thought they did a good job. Just as a minor thing, how did you feel about the score?
Score? What do you mean?
The soundtrack, the music playing in the back.
Oh, I was okay with it. It wasn't like anything huge that I liked. Oh, no, there was one song that played that I actually liked, and I can't remember exactly. It was at the beginning. It was right at the beginning.
Batman's?
It might have been. I don't remember. It was right at the beginning when they were talking, when the one dude was putting the thing on Superman's grave or whatever. Not on his grave, but his memorial statue shit, whatever.
Oh, that was an actual song.
Yeah, it was an actual song, and it was good. I liked it. I would have Shazammed it, but my phone was shite, so...
That song is... I actually know what song you're talking about. I'll let you know after. But yeah, the score, just so you guys know, if you're a fan of the old John Williams Superman, the Danny Elfman Batman, you will love this. But yet again, going back to my biggest problem with the film, I feel like they don't know what they want. Because one second they're playing the new Wonder Woman score.
Yeah.
And then they go back to Batman's old score. And then Superman, they had no clue what they wanted. Because one moment you hear a little cues of Hans Zimmer's Superman score. And then 5 minutes later, you hear John Williams' score. So it just... The score, in my opinion, perfectly represented the film where it was very up and down. But... Okay, let's talk about pros, bro.
Pros. I'm a professional. Let's do this.
Yo, as we were talking about the cast, we loved. You know?
Yes, 100%.
The cast,
The cast was great.
I think they nailed everybody. Jason Momoa as Aquaman were our favorite parts. Ezra Miller, in terms of his acting ability, was perfect. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Real quick though, why did you liked Stephen? Did you like his voice?
I liked his whole character.
Okay.
I legitimately liked his character. I was just, I just don't like how they made him. They like, I like overpowered characters. I admit to that, but they made him seem extremely overpowered. Like when they did the flashback and he was fighting Zeus and Green Lanterns and everyone else in the fucking world, and like all they can do was make him retreat. Like that was like what?
Because all I know about Steppenwolf is from the animated show, and he was always the bitch character. So seeing this was a complete
Turn around.
yeah. It's like I never. If this is part of the comic book history, it's like wow. Like and that thing he easily killed that one Green Lantern.
Yeah, whoever that was.
He needed to be forced back by all the Olympic gods. It's like what?
That's what I'm saying. And then, like I said, all he did was retreat.
Yeah.
But then, right? Spoiler alert, right? In the this is the present now. Superman comes, makes him look like a bitch. Like straight up, Superman's there, 5 minutes, Steppenwolf's done. Game over.
Yeah, to emphasize, Steppenwolf was more or less whooping the Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman's ass,
Yeah,
right?
they were gone. They didn't even matter.
So doesn't this prove Superman, there is no contest?
Yeah, he's the strongest. Hands down, he's the best. See, and that's why I represent. I like overpowered characters.
Yeah.
But my thing is like they made Steppenwolf seem so overpowered in that scene, and then he gets whooped by Superman, which makes it look like, god damn, Superman's just could destroy everyone.
Yeah,
I love it.
My only problem with that, though, it made Aquaman and Wonder Woman seem weaker than I believe.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying too. Because I always feel like the Justice League. I mean, obviously, there's
Levels.
Some are higher than others. Obviously, Superman's at the top, right? But I always felt like Wonder Woman is just a small hint below him.
She's the female version
Of
in many
Superman,
ways.
exactly.
She's a god herself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I always felt she's just a little bit lower. In this movie, it made me feel like they were all punks.
No, and what pissed me off too, for most of the film, they were setting up how badass Aquaman was, and then they just put him in the category of he's getting whooped by a side villain, you know?
Yeah.
And I also put like the Green Lanterns right up there too, you know?
Yeah.
And how he was whooping, how he easily killed that one Green Lantern.
Easily.
While fighting all like thousands of Amazonians.
A whole army.
Yes. So it was just like,
I don't know. Something was weird. But like I said, I do like how they did the character. He looked really cool. He was badass, but it was just weird. I don't know.
just to put this out there, Jordan, he can't tell about special effects. So
Not at all.
Just so you guys know, this technically is the worst looking DC cinematic
Is
film.
it really?
It is.
How
bro.
can you tell this? I can't. It just looks like a movie.
I wish I was in your, because bro, when Superman came on,
Okay.
I saw that lip. You didn't notice it, but anybody who knows, you remember the rumors about how he couldn't shave his mustache for Mission Impossible when they were doing reshoots?
Who are we talking about?
Henry Cavill.
Okay.
Yeah, they were going digitally remove his mustache.
Okay, you could see it? You could, I didn't notice at all.
Bro, it was like
At all.
I don't know if you remember like when he first popped up with that podcasting thing.
Yeah.
He was doing an interview.
Yeah. You could see it?
That was the worst scene for it.
Oh, well, see, look.
Yeah.
Didn't notice at all. I need new glasses, guys. I need new glasses.
Now, the fight scenes, as Jordan was saying, were not as bad as Wonder Woman. But Wonder Woman as an overall film looked better than this film. Just because there's so much CGI in this film. But how did you feel about the whole Batman and Superman identity thing. How they were just naming out the names right in front of people.
What do you mean?
Like Aquaman was saying Bruce Wayne. I mean, he was saying Batman to Bruce Wayne in front of the people in the town. And then there was this one scene with Superman, how they were saying Clark Kent or something in front of all these other people.
Were they? I didn't even notice.
Okay,
Shows how much I pay attention to the film, right?
Okay, so guys, I think that is.
What you mean, bro? I'm there to enjoy the movie.
is a good point. Just to sum it up, I enjoyed myself.
It was a decent film.
I'm just very disappointed.
That's the word. Disappointed. Could have done better.
Because as Jordan was saying over the course of the video, it just at the scheme of it, at least the first hour and some change, something feels like it's missing.
No.
And we believe it's actual footage. We feel like there are scenes that were supposed to be in the film that just...
There's 5 minutes that can make or break a film, all right? So,
yeah.
Just saying.
So, and it's just, yeah. But before we move on, I do want to talk about the end credit scenes. With Superman and Flash.
I do remember that one. Yeah.
And then the League of...
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
Yes. Okay, so I think 2 of like the 3-4 best scenes of the film were actually the end credit scenes, just because
you could be right about that.
Just because it set up the future, and it made me think of my childhood. It was very similar to the animated shows, which are so great. The first end credit scene is Flash and Superman.
Yep, they want a race.
Yep. And going back to that famous episode.
The famous, everyone wants to know who's faster.
Yes. And of course, to go off of the Flash character for this film, he's pointing at the wrong direction. He wants to go to the Pacific, yet he's about to race to the Atlantic.
Yep.
So that was a good thing. And then the second thing is, there was a lot of rumors about Deathstroke and Lex Luthor being in the film. And we believe they were in the film to some point, but they were just cut out. Mm-hmm. But the end credit scene put them back somehow.
Can confirm.
And if there are more DC films, we're going to get a Slade film, Deathstroke, and we're going to get a League of Doom. How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with both of them, actually.
Yeah, because how do you feel about Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor? Because it seems like people...
I'm still on the fence about it.
Okay.
Because I like him. I like the actor. I actually love his movies.
Yes.
I don't know if he was the best choice for Lex Luthor, but it's like I haven't really seen enough of Lex Luthor to say that. Like, because even in
Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah, I just feel like he was there, but he wasn't at the same time. It was weird. I don't know.
See, I was one of the people, I really loved him because it was a completely different take.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that.
That's why I don't mind the new Joker, because it's a completely different take. We always talk about we want something new, and then when we do actually get it,
you don't like it.
Yeah,
it's different.
It's like the same thing with the Superman thing. Everybody was sick of, because Superman Returns came out, and what was the biggest problem? Oh, it's the Superman from the 70s and 80s, and also the film was kind of boring.
I enjoyed that film. Not gonna lie. I don't know why, but I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the character beats in the film.
Okay.
The action was very lackluster.
No, the action was. Okay.
Yeah. If somehow you could morph that film with Man of Steel, like the action scenes of Man of Steel with the character beats of Returns, I think that would have been a perfect Superman film. But yeah, the League of Doom, I am excited just because, like, if we could somehow get a second Justice League, wouldn't that be awesome if it's Justice League versus the League of Doom?
Yes, it would.
Yeah, so we were very all over the place. The film is very all over the place, but...
That's just how it is out here sometimes, you know?
Okay, just as like a simple rating, what would you give it? Because for me, I think I would have to get it like just a straight 5.
Like halfway, right?
Yeah.
I would probably give it probably like a 6.
Okay.
I'm being generous, but I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6 because I liked it. Not because it was like above average. A 6 because I liked it.
I would agree with you in terms of just like taking away the quality. I would give it a 6 too. You know, it's just there was just the biggest thing for me, bro. I felt like this wasn't a Zack Snyder film at parts. You know?
It didn't feel like it at all to me.
It looked like it, but it didn't feel like it. And for me, I've always been a fan of his films. Mm-hmm. So if you're not a fan, that's probably why you will enjoy this film more than me. But it's just like there's parts where you could tell he directly was involved, and then there's other parts where it's just. I'm a fan of the darker tone, so that's why I was a little disappointed. But
I can understand that.
Okay, so thank you guys for joining us for yet another section, another part of our impressions. This is the fifth one.
Fifth one.
Yep, and let us know if you guys want us to do any other films. We did Thor Ragnarok last time. You weren't here.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
But Jordan hopefully is going to be here from now on. He had some
issues.
Yeah, but okay then. So, what next film do you think we should do?
Coco.
You want to do?
I want to do Coco.
Awesome. Okay. No, it's getting great reviews. It's getting great reviews.
I know. I'm hearing great things. Yeah. Great things.
People are putting it on the level of like Inside Out and Up and stuff like that. So that's and come on.
Which one was Inside Out again? Was that the one with the feelings?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So let us know what you want us to do. If hopefully Coco is the next one. If we don't do Coco, obviously we're going to do Star Wars.
Oh shit. That is coming out very soon.
Forgot about that?
Yep. December 15th.
Yeah, bro.
Not sure how I'm going to feel about it, honestly.
Yo, we'll get into this on another.
We'll get into it later.
All right, guys. So thank you for joining us. Let us know how you feel about what we said. Do you have different opinions?
I told you don't agree with me or disagree with me.
Yeah. What did you dislike? What did you enjoy? And try to be critical.
No.
Without being biased, if that
Whatever
makes sense.
That means. Don't listen to him. That didn't even make no sense.
That does make sense. Because, bro, you know if we have Marvel versus DC, if you're a Marvel fanboy, you're going to more likely shit on this film just because.
That's true. Okay, now I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so. And I just want to emphasize.
He's just going to emphasize.
I loved the first 4 DC films, right?
He loved them. I liked them.
Well, okay, Wonder Woman.
First one.
I loved the first 2, and I respected all of them. Right?
Yes, I can understand.
But this one, I was just like...
This one, something was missing. The wow factor, the pizzazz.
For a Justice League film.
I know, bruh, I know. I love the Justice League, and they shitted on me.
Just emphasize this. This film was missing razzle dazzle and that it factor, that kapow, and it's a Justice League film.
I know, bro.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know, bro.
Yo, can we be honest, bro? Suicide Squad technically had more, like, razzle dazzle. Yes.
Razzle dazzle.
I know, okay, we're getting long in the tooth. At least Suicide Squad felt like a Suicide Squad, if that makes...
No, that makes sense. This just didn't feel like Justice League.
Yes. Like, whatever you...
I mean, think about it. If you think about it, though, technically, it wasn't. Because the Justice League has not been established yet. Just want to point that out.
Oh, yeah, it's not established until the very end.
End. And it's still not even established then. It's just an idea.
Yeah, in the old mansion, by the way.
Yeah, that's weird, right? I don't know.
I just want to point this out, too, just to go off of that whole Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent thing. Don't you think if people find out that the Justice League Tower is in Bruce Wayne's old mansion?
Maybe it's his new mansion.
Okay, guys, so...
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
Can Ryan Reynolds return as the Green Lantern? Don't you think that'd be nice?
Do you want to talk about this right now or on another show?
Nah, we'll talk about it later. I just wanted to make a joke.
I just want to say... I completely approve of that message because the Green Lantern was on a couple of days ago, and I was like,
"You're watching it?
Why did this film have to be so blah?"
Yeah, it had potential.
And the dude who was playing Sinestro too.
I agree with you. That's a good Sinestro. Bring him back. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. You can't take him back. You can't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You have Abin Sur as Green Lantern. Doesn't have to be Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Just want to point that out.
But if they bring back Hal Jordan, I thought Ryan Reynolds was the perfect. He had the look and he had the...
Oh, no. He's definitely the look of Hal Jordan. Can't go against that.
Okay, so peace out. See you next time. Hopefully we'll see you next week with Coco. And then like a couple weeks after that with Star Wars. But peace out, everybody.
Catch you later. Catch us on Christian Mingle. been a while. I had to get that out.
Yeah, no.
I had to get that out.
So if you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.